No one could have ever predicted that a force from Saudi Arabia would arrive with a new religion that had no match with the mighty empires of Roman and Persia would rule the world.
The Arabs are divided into two major categories, Arab al-Baida and Arab al-Baqiya. Arab al-Baida were an ancient gathering of clans of prehistory that incorporated the people of Ad and the people of Samud. They were the first known civilizations to exist in Arabian Peninsula. The Hijaz is a region in the west of Arabia. It includes many cities like Mecca, Medina, Jeddah and Tabuk. The people of Ad and Samud flourished in this part of Arabia. Arab al-Baqiya are also known as the remaining Arabs. They are composed of two tribes, Arab-e-Ariba and Arab-e-Mustariba. Arab-e-Ariba are also known as Qahtani Arabs. Qahtanis lived somewhere in modern-day Yemen. They originated from the successors of Yarab bin Yashjab bin Qahtan. The sons of Qahtan were named Yarab or Yarib, which was then shaped into Arabs. Qahtan is considered one of the descendants of Sam, who was the son of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. Two Qahtani tribes, Himyar and Kahlan, were very famous. A tribe of Himyar known as Quza migrated from Yemen and settled in semi-desert of Samawa on the borders of Iraq, where they were used by the Roman Empire in the defense against Arab raiders and the Persian Empire. Their authority, however, came to an end upon defeat by the Ghazanites, who were consequently granted the rulership over Syria. The Kahlan tribe immigrated from Yemen to dwell in different parts of Arabia. Their trade took place from Syria, and when the Byzantine Empire captured Syria, their trading system collapsed, which forced them to migrate. Some people of Kahlan under Harisa bin Amr, known as Quza, settled near Mecca. This Quza tribe later invaded the Jurhum tribe and captured Mecca. Arab-e-Mustariba originated from the successors of Hazrat Ismail. They were called Adnani Arabs because they were the descendants of Adnan. Adnan was not the direct descendant of Hazrat Ismail. There is some generation gap between them. Adnan is the 21st grandfather in the series of prophetic ancestry. Towards the east of the city lies Mount Arafat with Cave Thor to its west, and towards the east of the city lies Mina, and above it lies the Cave of Hira. Ismail and his mother Hajar were the first to settle in Mecca. It is known that Abraham left for Palestine, where he made headquarters for his message. Then at that point he went to Egypt, and here the Pharaoh attempted to do evil to his better half Sarah. Yet Allah saved her, and the Pharaoh's insidious plan drew back on him. He subsequently came to understand her strong attachment to Allah, and in return the Pharaoh delivered his girl Hajar. However, Sarah gave Hajar to Abraham as his spouse. On his return to Palestine, Hajar gave birth to Ismail. Sarah began to feel jealous, because Sarah had been unable to have a child for many years. So she told Abraham that Hajar and her son must no longer remain in their household. And Abraham, on account of his love for Ismail, was deeply sad at this. However, Allah addressed him and told him to follow the insights of Sarah, and He guaranteed him that Ismail ought to be honored. Ibrahim travelled to Becca with his wife Hajar and the son Ismail. This city is today known as Mecca. However, at that time Mecca was an empty desert. Nobody had settled there, nor was there any water. Look at this map, only desert sand is present everywhere. Ibrahim made them stay there, and he set out back home. It was not long before both the mother and son were overcome by thirst, to the point that Hajar feared Ismail was dying. According to the traditions, he cried out to God from where he lay in the sand, and his mother stood on a rock at the foot of a nearby eminence to see if any help was in sight. Seeing no one, she hastened to another point of vantage, but from there likewise not a soul was to be seen. Half distraught, she passed 7 times in all between the 2 points, until at the end of her 7th course, as she sat for rest on the further rock, the angel spoke to her. The water was a spring that Allah caused to well up from the sand at the touch of Ismail's heel, and thereafter the valley soon became a halt for caravans because of the excellence and abundance of water, and the well was named as Zamzam. A Qahtani tribe from Yemen known as Jurham passed through that valley. They saw a woman, child and a well there. The tribe of Jurham agreed with Hajar that they should settle there, as a new spring of water had emerged at their location. So as they got permission, they settled in Mecca and in the area around. Allah showed Ibrahim and Ismail the exact site near the well of Zamzam upon which they must build a sanctuary, and they were instructed on how to do it. Due to its roughly cubic shape and four corners that point in the direction of compass, it is known as Kaaba or the Cube. The most sacred item in that sacred location, however, is a celestial stone that was allegedly handed to Abraham by an angel from the adjacent hill Abu Qubais, where it had been maintained ever since it had arrived on the ground. It was whiter than milk when it left paradise, but the sins of sons of Adam turned it black. Abraham's plea was heard, as pilgrims from all over Arabia and beyond flocked to the holy house in increasing number. Rich presents were brought to Mecca on regular basis. Ismail alayhi salam married the daughter of Mudad ibn Amr, who was the leader of Jurham tribe. Ismail had 12 sons. All of his sons went into oblivion except for the descendants of Nabit and Kizar. Sons of Nabit, the Nabateans, established a thriving civilization in the northern Hijaz. They initiated a powerful government that extended its control over all the neighboring tribes, and they made Petra their capital. Between the 4th and the 2nd century BCE, they developed as a unique civilization and a political entity, with their kingdom being based on a trading network that brought them significant wealth and power throughout the ancient world. No one dared to question their power until the Romans arrived and succeeded to destroy their kingdom. Descendants of Kizar lived long in Mecca, increasing in number. One of the descendants of Kizar was Adnan, to whom war the Adnani or Arab al-Mustariba began.